so he's supposed to be good.
Prefer really not to speak.
In our second campaign with Espanyol, there was a lot of optimism in the air. It seemed like we were learning our system, the board thought we were a mid-table team, and there was no European football to worry about in the dreaded Winter World Cup season.
Thank you, Jesus!
There were some great transfers made too. One day, I was just chilling on my computer looking through some transfer news when I saw Bordeaux bidded 1.8 million on, let me get this right, Anel Ahmedhodzic.
What?
I checked his contract information as that was available with ease, and Bordeaux had a 3.1 million option to buy him, but they were trying to penny pinch Malmo. I thought, let's see if they accept 2 million, and they surprisingly accepted, and Ahmed came to the club. I then loaned in Matteo Cancellieri from Roma, as Newcastle were wanting too much for Ryan Fraser. Trying to improve the depth of the side, Luis Milla came from relegated Granada for 3.2 million, and Alejandro Francis came from Real Zaragoza.
¿De dónde eres tú?
My plan was to slowly start him over Oscar Gill as Francis develops, and maybe sell Gill next summer. Annoying thing about this summer though was not knowing our upcoming schedule until July 10th. They announced that and basically said, you're starting your season in 21 days, good luck. To start the campaign, it was Getafe up first, and despite us having a few good chances, the score remained 0-0 until the 90th minute. Oh, come on. Thankfully, we bounced back versus Rayo Vallecano with a Raul de Thomas goal, RDT. Levante afterwards, more 90th minute pain.
I'm so pissed now, you have no idea.
2 losses at home to start the campaign, and it was only going to get worse with Atletico Madrid afterwards. Despite the stat sheet making it look like we were Spanish Burnley, we were keeping ourselves in it, until we conceded a damn penalty and again lost 1-0. We weren't conceding that much, but scoring was a huge issue. Wule was hitting blanks, and while RDT scored against Athletic Bilbao, they scored before that, and guess what? Don't do this to me. No, are you kidding me? We lost in the 90th minute again! I needed a new striker to at least provide competition for these two bozos, so I spent 7.5 million up front and another 7.5 million in installments for Granada's Arezzo.
How original.
Sales were made in the summer to help fund that. Guys like Matias Vargas, Fernando Calero, and Paul Lozano went for good sums. Others left too, either on loans or on low fees. One player I was debating on selling was Alvaro Vadillo, who came back from loan and could be a good squad player. However, I decided to sell him in the end, and I rued that decision against Eibar. RDT still knew how to score, but Eibar would find a winner in the 56th minute, giving us yet another L. Now, I don't think we were playing too badly in most of these matches, so I kept it going against Real Betis, where they proved me wrong. Another L. This time, 3-0. I needed to tweak the system, so I dropped one of the center mids into a defensive mid role against Villarreal, which didn't make a difference. As a potential meeting with the board was looming, Cancellieri won a free kick, and for once, someone else scored a goal. And what a strike it was from him. Add another one to the banger list as our left back Pedrosa smashed one to give us a 2-2 draw. Did the formation make a difference? Probably not, but it was a positive result, and we didn't lose to Almeria. But scoring in the box was still a problem, and 9 games in, we've only won once. But we were about to face 3 teams that were as down bad as us, and I think we found our confidence. 7 goals in 3 games with finishes from all over the pitch, including Wule. Shutalo and Ahmed were starting to form a bond as the Bosnian brutes. Our young keeper Johan Garcia was performing well, and Mia, who was supposed to be a squad player, was finding an important role in the starting 11. It was getting fun. We even got a manager sacked who was talking crap to us before his sacking. Unfortunately, the matches before the World Cup break had me shaking in my boots. Valencia came first, and despite keeping it close, Maxi Gomez found some space in the 75th minute to give us an L. With the 2 Spanish giants next, more L's were expected. Thankfully, in the Catalonian derby, Barcelona's players were very tired, and we stayed in the game despite not doing much. That would change soon, but not before Ansu Fati finished off a nice passing play, which required me to go all out. Cancellieri to Wule, to Darder, in behind to Arezzo. Can he do it? Let's go! We ended up with a higher expected goals than them, but could we also surprise Real Madrid? It's worth noting that Mariano was starting because they decided to sell Benzema to Chelsea. An interesting move, Florentino. Let's see what Pedrosa can offer. Whip in to Wule. Wule again. No way. Please be onside. Let's go! Wule! And somehow, we walked out of the Bernabeu with a 1-0 victory. 13th place going into the World Cup wasn't the best, but remembering the start of the season, I think we take it.
Several months later.
It came home. Back to Spanish football. For some reason, the Copa del Rey was played during the winter friendlies. So while our whole team was not match sharp, Zaragoza, who were in La Liga 2, still had regular fixtures and defeated us 1-0. After the December friendlies, we were back to actual football. Third place Sociedad were up first, and once again, we got a shocking 1-0 victory. The Bosnian brutes were doing their job. Johan Garcia was the new Casillas. What could go wrong? Sevilla won and kinda still has a massive reputation at home. Not many teams can defeat them there, and our 2 visits at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan in this adventure have been less than ideal. It was a bit of a yo-yo month though, as after getting slaughtered, we defeated Alaves 1-0 thanks to RDT, then lost to Osasuna thanks to this Darko goal, and finally we destroyed Getafe with these 4 goals. Sadly, Cancellieri got injured for a month, which left me with these declining Spaniards on the wings, and another one who was just awful. I needed some reinforcements. While Mo Yan from the academy was nowhere near ready, his compatriot Wu Lei needed a reinvention. To say his effectiveness in front of the onion bag was horrid is an understatement. The same can be said about RDT. He was our top scorer at this point, with 6 goals. Maybe I was playing him in the wrong role, but we needed alternative firepower.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know.
Crew.
What's your decision?
Hello? I decided to sign Adam Plozek for a surprisingly low fee to play him in the advanced forward role. With Wu Lei becoming the winger Wu Lei, I still wanted one more wide midfielder. Rooney Bargi. Were you expecting someone else? He arrived for a really low fee for the amount of potential he has, and although he mostly came off the bench, he will get game time next season. With 2 exits of Di Matta and Ruibal at the end, we were ready to go on a run. Like the month of January 2022, February 2023 was an undefeated month. Roger Miss's goal was cancelled out by a late corner from Ahmed to draw 1-1 with Levante. Adam Plozek arrived versus Vallecano, securing the 3 points with a brace, and then we drew 0-0 with Bilbao. A little underwhelming, but that changed with Atletico Madrid. And in behind Plozek. Bang! Pedrosa whips it in, RDT doesn't win it, but we get it. Plozek. Oh my gosh! All over Atletico Madrid right now. RDT to Sutalo. He finds Wu Lei. Wu Lei's shot doesn't go to the net, but it goes to Plozek, and it's a goal. It's 3-0. Hat-trick for Plozek in 30 minutes. Incredible. Plozek could have had 6, but this man was on fire for me. He closed out an undefeated February with a strike against Betis in another surprising victory. While I would rather not talk about the next 3 matches that were all L's, Plozek did score in 2 of them. After the March international break, Plozek wanted to have more fun, as he had an absolutely nutty first half versus Celta de Vigo. It's been an incredible game. Oh yeah! Let's go! Gotzek! Hat-trick for him in this game. Another hat-trick in 30 minutes for him, as Celta were defeated 4-3. As he was singing Queens Don't Stop Me Now, awkwardly between games, the opponents were listening as he scored against Elche, Leganes, and Valencia. 3 matches, we all won. He ended the campaign with 15 goals in 16 matches. I just hope he can continue it into the next season. However, we have to thank Wu Lei for all of this. He sacrificed himself to play in a position he didn't even know, just for the team to succeed. It could bring a tear to any man, so hopefully Moyan takes inspiration from this and stops being an unambitious piece of After 32 match days, we were in 9th place. 14 points off 6. But don't let the colors fool you. 7th was the Europa Conference League playoff spot as Real Madrid won the Copa del Rey. The gap to 7th was doable with it only being 3 points. However, the teams surrounding us were pretty good. Another reason to be doubtful was the remaining schedule. Barca, Real Madrid, Sociedad, and Sevilla all in a row. The last 2 matches would be doable, but we had to get to that point first. Going into the Catalan derby, this was crucial. Not just for the potential European place, but to make sure Barca's title charge wasn't so simple. After Eric Garcia nearly scored from a corner, I made some tweaks to our defensive corner positions. It didn't work. Then, the main man Plozek got on a breakaway. But Ter Stegen was well positioned. The game was tight, but after an Ansu Fati dive fooling VAR official Hernandez, a penalty was given. Trincao was stepping up to secure the result. Oh my gosh, Trincao missed the penalty. Barcelona had a couple more chances that were nearly goals, but I had to go for it and bring out the 4-triple-2, and a highlight popped up in the 90th minute. Rooney, Arezzo, gets by his man, in behind to Darder. Boom! Let's go! Don't do this. Don't do this. Adama! It wasn't a win, but it sure felt like one. But that's not going to help us reach 7th. Neither was this Modric strike in the second minute. Oh, come on! Real Madrid's defenders were so annoying. So much, in fact, they ended up with 6 on the pitch, 2 on the wings. 8 points was the difference now. And despite Lozak scoring against Sociedad, we fell in defeat to them. Sevilla was a must-win, and RDT got close. He wouldn't get close again though, as we won a penalty and made sure Wule took it. A victory was secured, but if Betis defeated Barcelona, it would be too little, too late. And they win. That result confirmed the reality of us not getting into Europe and Barcelona winning La Liga. So who got 7th? It wasn't Sevilla, nor was it Real Betis, but it was Levante. Damn you, Roger misses.